Hi, I'm Mike, founder of GoodBed.com. Today we're going to be reviewing the Nest Hybrid Latex Mattress. We're excited to show you this mattress because it's made of latex over pocketed coils, which is a combination that's actually not that easy to find, but is a good match for a lot of people, so stick around. So the first thing you need to know about the Nest Hybrid Latex is that it comes in two different softness levels, which they call medium and firm. And the only difference between these is the softness of the top 3-inch layer of latex in the mattress. In terms of how we would classify the softness on our spectrum, we're currently sitting on the medium version right now. And this is what we would call a medium firm on our spectrum, meaning just to the firmer side of medium. And although we have not tested the firm version directly, I can tell you just by looking at the ILDs of the latex that we would most likely classify that one as a firm. And the other thing to point out about this is that you can actually have this mattress configured with medium on one side and firm on the other, if that's something you think would be better for you and your partner. So we'll talk more about that later and show you how that works. So now let's talk about what's actually in the Nest Hybrid Latex Mattress. And in total, this is a 13-inch mattress with 4 layers. We'll start at the top layer, which is actually a layer that zips completely off, which is kind of a neat feature. We'll talk more about some of the benefits of that later. But we've already gone ahead and unzipped it. The zipper goes right around the perimeter of the mattress. And what you can see here is about 1 inch of thickness, most of which comes from wool on the inside of this layer here. And that wool effectively provides both a fire barrier as well as sort of just a breathable layer at the top of your mattress that has some natural temperature regulating characteristics to it as well. But the actual cover that you can feel here is primarily organic cotton. It's about a 90-10 blend of organic cotton and spandex. The spandex gives it a little bit of stretchability, kind of allows the cover to stretch a little bit and allows just more conformance as you lay on the mattress. And overall, it has a nice soft feel to it. But that's basically your cover. And then underneath that cover, what you have here is the 3-inch layer of natural blend tallow latex. And just to break that down a little bit, natural blend basically means that this latex comes from a combination of natural latex, meaning from a rubber tree or from the sap of a rubber tree, and synthetic latex, which is made from petroleum-based product. And then the tallow, what that refers to is a style of latex production that basically just results in a little bit more a uniform product, more uniform density. The particles are like very evenly spread out in this latex before it's freeze-dried effectively. It results in a nice luxurious feel as latex goes. Now, this is the medium version, so this is a 28 ILD. If you were to order the firm version, it would be a 36 ILD. And the last thing I'll point out, since you're probably noticing it right off the bat anyways, are these holes here. They're called pin core holes. They're basically a byproduct of how they produce latex for mattresses. What you can see here is they've also varied up the size of the holes. And in effect, they've done a little bit of zoning with this layer of latex, where underneath the what would be your shoulders, no matter which way you've got the mattress rotated, is bigger holes, and that basically just allows your shoulders to get into the mattress a little bit more, which is a nice touch, especially for side sleepers. And we'll show you more about that later. Below this latex, what you have here is the support unit, which is a pocketed coil support unit. You can't actually see it, but it's an 8-inch pocketed coil unit that in a queen size has about 1,100 coils. Going around the edge of this unit, you have a couple rows of what they call quantum edge coils, basically sturdier, stronger, thicker coils, although actually smaller in diameter, that just give the mattress a stronger edge, a nice sturdy edge. And we'll show you more about that when we talk about edge support. And then at the very bottom of the mattress, you have a 1-inch layer of 1.8 pound density polyurethane foam that really just gives those coils something to rest on. So that's kind of the overall interior of the mattress. And then the only other thing we would add is, the side panels certainly feel very sturdy and well constructed. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of the brown color, but I wouldn't in any way let that affect my decision to buy this mattress, because you're never going to see it. But what I do love about these side panels is these functional handles here. which we've actually lifted the mattress by, and that's really important because this is not a light mattress. Latex is a heavy material, so having handles that you can actually use to maneuver this mattress around is a really nice feature. So now we're going to get into the two things that absolutely everybody has to get from their mattress, which are back support and pressure relief. And to illustrate this, I'm going to start out on my back. Those of you who watch these videos know that this is the position I predominantly sleep in. I'm about 6 feet tall, not quite 200 pounds. And what you can see here is that my back is very well supported in this position. You can see that my hips are allowed to sink in just enough into the mattress, just enough to allow this curve in the lumbar area of my back to be well supported. But overall, not nearly so much that I'm experiencing any kind of hammocking or anything like that. So overall, I find this to be a really good match. I think in general, most back sleepers are going to find this to be pretty compatible. Even folks who are heavier than me, even by a pretty substantial amount, I think. I feel like this mattress has enough firmness to it that it's likely to hold up pretty well in this back position for you. I'm going to switch over to my stomach now and show you this. Again here, I'd say that there's ample kind of firmness in terms of just the overall how much give there is in the support layer as well as in this top layer of latex, that I think you're not going to have to worry in this position about that kind of overarching of your back if your hips sink too far into the mattress in your stomach position. So overall, I think for me, no problems at all in my stomach position. I wouldn't expect folks lighter than me to have an issue as either. You know, always heavier stomach sleepers is a possible trouble area for a mattress, but on a relative basis, I think you'd do pretty well on this mattress relative to most. But I'm sure at some point of weight, you might run into some problems there. But overall, I think good fit for stomach sleepers here. And then let's talk about side sleepers. And this is where we really start to bring pressure relief more into the equation, because most pressure relief issues are going to come up when you're on your side, because that's the position where your body's weight is distributed over the smallest surface area, and you specifically have some areas like your shoulders and your hips that are bearing a disproportionate brunt of your weight there. So in terms of the pressure relief, I've slept on this mattress. I found the pressure relief to be excellent. I didn't have any issues. What I would say though is that if you are lighter than me, I do think that there's a category of people who, particularly those who are lighter than me, who might find this to be a little firm, and this is the medium version, so there is even a firmer version than this. But even this version could be a little too firm for some people from a pressure relief standpoint. They might just feel like they're not quite getting adequate pressure relief. So particularly if your pressure relief needs are acute, you got fibromyalgia or other types of things that can kind of heighten your pressure relief needs, for example, you might find you're not getting adequate pressure relief. But for me, I thought the pressure relief was excellent. In general, latex is an excellent pressure relieving material. It achieves it in a very different way than memory foam, but it achieves it to very good effect. So I would say even folks who are heavier than me, I think, are likely to get pretty good pressure relief here, because not just the latex would be in effect, but you'd also have those pocketed coils, which are a very conforming form of support layer that would probably be activated as well, also providing some pretty good pressure relief. So overall, my biggest concern in the side position would be folks who are lighter and or those who have particularly acute pressure relief needs. Otherwise, from a conforming and back support standpoint, I think it does a great job for most side sleepers. So now we're going to get into some of the attributes of the mattress that are more preference-based, meaning things that can be one way or another, neither of which is better or worse. It's just about what your personal preferences are. And the first of these is what we call responsiveness, meaning to what extent does it have that kind of slow responding memory feel or more of a quick responding bounce. So we're going to test it a few different ways. Usually we start out on the surface of the mattress, where we just kind of poke at it a little bit, you know, applying maybe 5 to 10 pounds of pressure to the mattress. And in this case, you can see that that top latex layer is definitely got some bounce to it. So there is some sort of just surface responsiveness, quick responsiveness, that is, on the surface. And then the next thing we're gonna do is test kind of the mid-level surface with this 16-pound bowling ball, which we drop down on the mattress, and you can see definitely has some bounce at that level too. At that point, you're talking about not only the latex, but also the springs having some effect in making that ball bounce. And then the last way we're gonna test it is just with my full 200 pounds. And you can see that's what we call deep bounce. Certainly my whole body kind of springs back up. It's not the bounciest of spring mattresses, but it definitely has some bounce to it. So overall, we would definitely say this mattress falls over on the quick response side of the spectrum. The next preference-based characteristic we're going to cover is what we call cushioning depth, because some people prefer to sleep more in their mattress or be kind of hugged or cradled by it, and some people prefer to sleep more on their mattress or get that sort of sensation of floating on top of their mattress. And that sensation, that latter sensation, is much more so what latex tends to be known for, that kind of floaty feeling. That being said, overall, we would characterize this particular mattress as about a medium level of cushioning depth. You can kind of see here the way it does conform to my body a little bit, so it gives you a little tiny bit of that hug sensation. But overall, you definitely still get a lot of that floaty feeling that latex is known for. Now, bear in mind, again, that we're on the medium version. If you were on the firm version, you'd get even more of that floaty feeling and less cushioning depth. And the last thing I'll just show you about this is, we sometimes use the bowling ball to illustrate cushioning depth, and you can just sort of see it falls in line about with a medium level of cushioning depth in terms of other mattresses that we've reviewed. So now we're going to get into some of the characteristics that are more priority-based, meaning things that can be better or worse that may or may not be a priority for you. And the first of these is motion isolation, meaning to what extent is the person over on, say, that side of the mattress going to be aware of or disturbed by what's happening over on this side. And the first way I'll test this is, again, to drop this 16-pound bowling ball down on the mattress. And you can see that bowling pin really is very stable. I drop it down, it's really barely moving at all. Next way I'll test this, I'll just kind of like poke at it with my hands pretty aggressively. This is a lot of disturbance for a sleeping partner. Again, a little bit of movement of the bowling pin, but it doesn't tip over. And now I'm just gonna drop down my full 200 pounds. That ultimately did tip the bowling pin over. So overall, what we'd say here is the motion isolation here is good, but it's not maybe the best that there is in this particular dimension. One thing that can be important for some people that is not a problem you're going to have on this mattress is repositioning. This is something we just want to show you is a real strength of this mattress. You can certainly move around on this mattress very easily, and you're never going to have any kind of feeling of being like stuck in a hole or anything like that. Another important characteristic for some people is edge support. So we always cover this in our reviews, and this is an area of real strength for this mattress. As you can see here, I'm sitting on the edge of the mattress, and even with all my weight just kind of on the side of the mattress, there's not nearly as much of a dip as you would normally see in a lot of these, particularly in the case of the online mattresses. And that's on account of those 2 rows of stronger coils that are going around the perimeter of the mattress to give it a nice strong edge. And you can perhaps see the benefit of that even more so when I lay on the edge, and you'll see just the mattress really barely dips at all. I feel very stable in this position. So again, with a strong edge like this, you're going to get just more usable surface area of the mattress in a sense. So edge support is definitely excellent on this mattress. Another important characteristic for some people is temperature, or perhaps more so just a fear of overheating. And in the case of this mattress, there are several features that I think should do a very effective job of preventing that from happening. We'll start up at the top of the mattress with that 1-inch layer of organic cotton and wool. We talked about up front how wool is a naturally temperature regulating material, meaning it's the kind of material that helps keep you warm when it's cool out, or cool when it's warm out, and it achieves the latter through its just natural breathability and moisture wicking characteristics. And so it's a really good material to have up at the top of the mattress. But the even bigger story in terms of temperature regulation with this mattress is just overall airflow. because below this you have a layer of latex, which as we showed you is full of pin core holes, allowing air to travel vertically through the mattress. And then below that you have just coils, which are, as you know, mostly air. So there's a lot of opportunity for air to flow through this mattress, which prevents air from being trapped, or sorry, prevents heat from being trapped in the mattress where it can cause you to overheat. So overall, we don't think this is a mattress that you're likely to encounter overheating issues on. Another important consideration that may in fact have been something that drew you to this mattress specifically is natural materials, or maybe more so the concern about harmful chemicals in a mattress. And with regards to this, we want to point out just right up front that this is not an organic mattress. There is such a thing as an organic mattress, but this mattress makes no claims to be that, in spite of the word organic being printed on the cover. What this word here refers to is specifically and strictly the cotton used in the cover, which is organic cotton. And so let's talk a little bit about what is natural and what is not natural in this mattress. Certainly the cotton, the organic cotton is natural, as is the wool used below it. Although it's not organic, it is obviously a natural product. And below that you have the natural blend latex, which is in part natural. It's partly made from the sap of a rubber tree and partly made from synthetic latex, but certainly is partly natural. And then below that you have steel, which has no off-gassing characteristics, and below that you have a very small 1-inch layer of polyurethane foam. So there is some non-natural aspects to this mattress, but overall we would say they're a very small portion of the mattress. So by and large, we do think that this is a mattress that particularly for its price point, is one that does not have a lot of chemicals and does have a high natural component. So if these are things that are a concern for you, then those are certainly some things you can take some comfort in. And the last thing that we'll just point out on this front is that the latex in this mattress is certified to the Okotex standard, which is a standard that looks for the presence of various harmful materials, as well as the off-gassing of those materials, and certifies that neither are present beyond some minimally acceptable threshold. So that again is something you can take some additional comfort from with regards to this particular mattress. One unique feature of this mattress that we don't always cover in our reviews, because it's not a very common feature, is the ability to have what we call dual comfort, meaning different softness levels on each side of the mattress, which for some people who've got, where each partner kind of has different requirements or preferences, this can be a really valuable feature. So we just wanted to take a couple minutes and just show you how this works. So basically you can pull back the mattress cover and you can see we have just the one piece of latex in here, but it would be very easy to imagine how you could just have two separate pieces of latex in here, one being softer than the other. That's basically how they do it. It's also worth noting that, like, over time, because of the way this cover zips off, you could even add that feature. You could change these things out to your liking over time. So there's a bit of like long-term adjustability possibility as well with this mattress. But the other thing we want to point out that comes up with regards to dual comfort is that some mattresses that offer the ability to have that split configuration, you're gonna, the complaint people have is that as you go from one side of the bed to the other, you kind of feel the difference. You feel sort of a ridge in the middle or something. And I guess the only thing I would point out here is I don't think that's likely to happen on this mattress because of the fact that it's just 3 inches of latex. I wouldn't expect that you're likely to feel a seam or a big separation there, just given the nature of this particular material. So I think that as split configurations go, that would be a positive. If there's a negative, it would just be, I'm not sure the difference between a 36 ILD and a 28 ILD, which is kind of what you'd get with the medium versus the firm, is going to accommodate a hugely wide range of comfort preferences, but it would certainly accommodate, you know, a modest difference if that's what your needs were. Another factor that may be important to you when choosing a mattress is adjustable base compatibility. And We don't view this as a binary thing like yes or no. There are shades of gray with adjustable base compatibility, so we want to make sure we show you this mattress on an adjustable base in a fully articulated position to get a sense of how it bends. When we think about adjustable base compatibility, we always think about three things. First of all is it going to damage the mattress in any way? Which in this case, the answer is no. This mattress is designed to bend, made to do it. You'll be fine in terms of not harming the product in any way. The second thing is how well the mattress conforms to the curves of an adjustable base. In this case, you can see it does a pretty good job. You'll see that a common thing, very common thing with mattresses, especially when they're new, is that the foot of the mattress, when the feet are totally elevated, doesn't quite conform to the base. Totally normal, will get better over time, but on that front, maybe not as good as a few that we've tested. And then the last thing is, like, does anything weird happen when you put it into a fully articulated position? And in this case, I would say for sure not. Everything is totally smooth. In fact, I think the cover does a really nice job. Like, it doesn't bunch up in any kind of weird way when you have it even fully bent. There's no bowing of the sides. That's on account of the fact that they use these what they call quantum edge coils going around the perimeter, which is an alternative to a foam encasement edge support solution, which is basically a row of firmer foam. The coils are a much more durable approach to providing that edge support, and they're going to do a nice job not bowing when you put it in an articulated position. So that's a really nice thing there. I think the only thing that we would say that would be kind of a negative as far as adjustable base compatibility would be when I get off the mattress, you'll see it rises up here. It wants to be flat. Now, I'll point out that, like, we've already seen in the time that we've had this mattress, the brief time, that the amount that it rises when I get off of it is decreasing. So it's clearly something that the mattress will break in over time, but we just thought we'd point out that that's something that you should expect the first times you put this on an adjustable base. But overall, we would say this mattress is definitely adjustable base compatible, and it's pretty good at adjustable base compatibility. We're going to just show you what to expect when this mattress arrives, both in terms of the unboxing, which you're going to see, but also any kind of initial off-gassing smell you might experience, which we'll talk about when we get it open. One thing just to note about the box itself is it's pretty heavy. This is 120 pounds, which for online mattresses is definitely on the heavier side. So for sure the two-person rule applies for this one. Here we go, let's open it up. All right, there you have it. This is the Nest Hybrid Latex. Kind of first impressions here. One thing I would say is I'm not really getting any kind of off-gassing smell, at least not from this distance. I can smell a little bit of latex. So I guess in a sense that's a smell. And I certainly can smell it if I get up close. But it's nowhere near the same type of smell that you would get with a lot of the online mattresses where you're talking about polyurethane foam or memory foam or the like. So it's just a different smell. It's a little bit more subtle, at least to my nose. That being said, none of these smells tend to really bother me too much. But overall, I would say that the amount of off-gassing or overall just smell coming off this mattress is certainly less than average for these boxed mattresses. One important factor when you're buying a mattress, particularly if you're buying online, is return policy, because there's a good chance that you're not going to be able to try the hybrid latex mattress before you buy it. So when it comes to Nest Bedding, they offer a very generous return policy. like many of their online peers. And what that is 100 nights. They do ask that you sleep on it for at least 30 nights to give your body a chance to adjust. But beyond that point in time, up until 100 nights, you can return this mattress for any reason for a full refund, or you can choose to apply your credit towards any other product in their lineup. But what they've done recently that really goes above and beyond anything I've seen in the industry before is a lifetime comfort guarantee. Now, the thing about a comfort guarantee is that it's very subjective, right? You are the only one who can decide whether you're continuing to be comfortable on the mattress. This is different from a lifetime warranty, which they also do offer on this product. But a warranty is a guarantee against manufacturer defects, which is a very specific list of things that can be wrong with a mattress in a sense, and they're very objective. But a comfort guarantee is very subjective, so having a lifetime comfort guarantee is unique and not something I've seen before. And the way it works is basically that if for whatever reason during the lifetime of this mattress you think it's too soft, too firm, or they even specifically say that if you want to change it out for a different size, then they will let you do that for 50% of the regular price at that time. So a really big discount. So I think that's a pretty unique and interesting thing that they're offering, and I think it could definitely give you some extra confidence in giving this mattress a try. One thing that's important to just about every mattress shopper is value. And when we think about value, we always think about how much does it cost, what's in it, and how long do we think it's going to last. In terms of the cost, the current price of the Nest Hybrid Latex mattress is $15.99 in a queen size, and that would be before any good bed discounts are applied. In terms of what you're getting for that, you're getting a hybrid mattress consisting of natural blend towel latex over pocketed coils. And in terms of how long we think that's going to last, when I look at this mattress, what I see is no weak links. I always think about a mattress's longevity in terms of its weakest link. And when I look at this mattress, it's relatively simple construction of latex and pocketed coils, two very durable materials. I can look at that and feel very confident about its durability prospects. I can even get a little bit more nuanced than that and talk about how the pocketed coil units, the edge support is coming from what they call quantum edge coils, which is just a form of more sturdy coils going around the edge, which is a very solid way to build edge support into your mattress. I could talk about how the latex here is good ILD. Like it's got some firmness to it, which in the case of latex adds density, which in the case of generally foam overall adds longevity. But overall, the bottom line is I think that this mattress is really built to last. You can look at it really just everything you feel about it. It feels high quality. So I don't have a lot of concerns about the longevity of this mattress, and I would even add that it's a non-trivial point that you can unzip this cover and replace the latex layers over time should you want to. As in any mattress, it's the comfort layers closest to the top that are most likely to wear down over time. So there's an opportunity here to kind of refresh your mattress without buying a whole new one as well, which should factor into any kind of longevity conversation about this mattress. So overall, very durable mattress. In terms of the overall value, what we would say is first and foremost, if you were to compare this mattress to anything that is comparably well built, has comparable materials, or is comparably natural that you'd find in a traditional mattress store, there's no question this is a very good value and is going to cost you less than those options would cost you. In terms of relative to other online options, it may not be like the least expensive. You might find mattresses that have relatively similar construction to this that are either the same or even less expensive. What I think you are getting with this mattress is what Nest Bedding has to offer, which is specifically a company that is doing really well in the online and offline mattress space. that would be one of the ones that in our estimation is most likely to be around 10 years from now, for example, to deal with any problems that come up during the life of the mattress. A company that has also already established itself as having excellent customer service, as evidenced by, just for example, having excellent ratings on our website, goodbed.com. They're some of the highest rated products and have some of the most responsive customer service that we've seen. And thirdly, a company that is willing to offer a very generous and unique comfort guarantee that we talked about earlier. That includes not only the upfront return policy, as well as the lifetime comfort guarantee. So you are getting those things that I do think should probably factor into your value considerations. So overall, what we'd say here is that we do think this mattress is a good value. So just to summarize some of the things we've covered in this video, the hybrid latex mattress from Nest Bedding is a 13-inch mattress that features 3 inches of natural blend Talalay latex over a pocketed coil support unit. We talked about how if you're someone who really likes that slowly melting into the bed memory feel, you're really not going to get any of that on this mattress. Likewise, if you're someone who prefers to be hugged or cradled by your mattress, you're going to get some of that, but not that much of that on this mattress, and therefore this may not be the ideal choice for you. Similarly, we talked about how if you're a side sleeper, particularly who's on the lighter side and or has especially acute pressure relief needs, you may find that even the medium version of this mattress, which is the softer of the 2 available options, is a little on the firm side for your tastes. However, if you're looking for a mattress that suits a very broad range of sleepers from both a back support and pressure relief standpoint, and one that, while it's not organic, is certainly a very natural mattress, and one that has excellent breathability characteristics such that we think it's unlikely that you encounter overheating issues on this mattress. One that has a very quick responsiveness with a healthy bounce, and one that gives you a little bit more of that floating on top of your mattress type of sensation, as well as one that has excellent edge support, and a unique feature in that it has the ability to configure the softness levels of each side of the mattress differently from one another, as well as one that comes from a company that offers an excellent return policy with a very unique lifetime comfort guarantee and a lifetime warranty, and a company that has an excellent demonstrated track record for customer service that we've seen on our website in the reviews they've gotten on goodbed.com. And if all the other criteria and considerations that we've described in this video sound like a good match for you, then we certainly think that this is a mattress that you should consider. So we hope you found this video helpful in determining whether the Nest Hybrid Latex Mattress is the right mattress for you. If you're still not sure though, we'd recommend that you go to goodbed.com and take our Mattress Match quiz, which you can find right up in the header of any page of our website. This quiz will walk you through all of the same criteria and considerations that we covered in this video, and ultimately will show you mattresses that best match your needs and preferences, both online as well as in the local stores in your area. In fact, after you've taken the quiz, you can even navigate to any of the product pages on goodbed.com and see your personal match score for that product. So we really think that that's a helpful resource that you ought to take advantage of. In the meantime, we thank you for watching, and we really hope you sleep well.